Welcome to Depression Talks. My name is Emmanuel, and in this community, we openly talk about depression, anxiety, and low self-esteem. So hit that subscribe button because I promise you, you are not alone. Now, this is another Monday live stream. Every single Monday at 7 p.m., we go live on YouTube. This is also going to be a podcast episode. So if you are listening on the podcast, thank you for listening. A lot of you listeners said that you wish that you had longer form content, that you wish that you were able to hear me talk about more different subjects. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. Hopefully by sharing this live stream onto the podcast, you'll be able to get the long form content that you are looking for. So let's jump straight into it. And I will improve the audio later, but let's jump straight into it. So I have not been around for a little bit, for a while in my opinion, and that is because I have felt lost. I have felt like life wasn't really going my way. I lost all sense of direction. I lost all sense of kind of hope. And during this time, I really had to work on finding myself again. I had just changed my medication. I had just gone through changes in my job. I've gone through changes in my freelance career. So many things were happening all at once. And I felt like I had to take time to find who I was again. I had to take time to find what I wanted to do with my life, what direction I wanted to go, and why I am here. How many of you have felt that way before? Comment down below or send me a comment after you listen to this on the podcast. How many of you have felt like you were lost, that you feel like you didn't have a sense of direction? You had no idea what your purpose was. You didn't know why you were unhappy. You went through a rut. That is what I went through. Let's see here. Eric Estad says, I felt like that a lot. Big Dog Frack says, hey, what's up? How you doing? Welcome to the live stream. And then the artist says, I'm always feeling lost. So there are tons of people that have felt like no matter what they do, no matter what they're doing, they feel lost in life. Cat Love says, I feel that way now. Jack Reagan says, I just feel stuck in this depression right now and don't know where to go. Especially during the winter, I'm most lost. And then Eric says, I feel lost right now. So listen, I don't have all the answers, and I'm not back here shooting this live stream and shooting this podcast episode to let you know that I have figured it out or let you know that I am finally doing a lot better and I know which direction I want to go, because to be frank, I still don't know. Today I went to my psychiatrist today, and he gave me some feedback about how I'm feeling during my medication and how I'm feeling during this, and I'm going to update you all on all of that. So don't worry, I'm not leaving you out to dry. But he gave me some information that helped me just realize now that I don't deal with depression as much as I used to, that comes with a new set of obstacles. I'm not sure how many of you have taken medication or have dealt with depression for a long period of time and then abruptly got out of that phase or out of that funk, but that happened to me. And for a while, I was explaining to my psychiatrist, and I'm sorry if this is a rant, but I was explaining to my psychiatrist that I don't feel emotions. I know a lot of us can relate to that. I don't feel emotions. Depression was something that I felt for so long, and it was like the only emotion that I was able to understand at a deeper level. Let me try to explain. People feel happy. People feel anxious, nervous. But the difference between that is they feel it in their body. But for me, it was like I was able to feel tired. I was able to feel depressed, but I didn't understand how to feel happy or how to feel excited or joy, anything like that. And what he has said to me, and I'm going to share this with you, and hopefully this is going to help you as well. He said to me, a lot of the times we deal with patients that when they get on medication, they say they don't deal with depression as much anymore. So then they start doing things a lot more than they used to. They start, going out more. They start doing activities that they didn't used to do. They start having, if they have a romantic partner, they're engaging more romantically. They are playing games more. They're working out more. So that is something that I am just not used to. And because of all that I just said, I felt / feel lost. How many of you relate to everything I just said? I know that was a lot, but let me see what you have to say. Let's see here. I feel this way right now. It's like I pray and try to live life, but it's like I can't shake it. You're not alone. Tasha, what's up? Welcome to the live stream. Kevin says, being crapped upon by people as well as being depressed and lost is awful. Yes, that is a really rough situation, but you're going to get through this. It takes time, it takes consistency and hard work, but if you want to get through this, you can and will get through this. When I got out of my funk, I was like, what the heck do I do now? I feel so numb. I understand. Not on your level because I'm not you, so it's impossible for me to say I know exactly how you feel, but I can say I understand on some level how you feel. Priscilla says, I'm so depressed. Everybody comment down below on a scale of 1 to 10, and if you're listening to the podcast, I want you to think about this in your head. Comment down below on a scale of 1 to 10 how you feel. So 10 being happy, 1 being depressed. Where are you on that scale? Right now, at this very moment, I feel like a 7. I'm doing a lot better than I was a few weeks ago. It's been a while, like I said. I can't believe I'm shooting this live stream. I can't believe I'm shooting this podcast episode. And the fact that I'm doing that is an accomplishment. And I'm trying my best to work on celebrating the small victories. So how are you all feeling out of a scale of 1 to 10? Let's see here. Kevin says a 5. Eric says a 3. Varen says 5. I see a 2.5. I've beat depression before, but it's back because you can't control the hurtful actions of others. You can't control the hurtful actions of others, but you are going to get through this. Tasha is a 4. Jack is a 1.5. The R says 5, maybe a 6. Jabril says 7.5. Kevin is getting out of a funk. That is awesome. Kevin Ferrari says 5. Justin says 4. Big Dog says 6. And then Priscilla says a 2. Let's see here. 4, a 6, and another is an 8. So whether you're watching this during the live stream or listening on the podcast, everybody feels different emotions. We had some people that said they feel like a 1.5. Some people said they feel like an 8. So the point of doing this and making sure that I do this every single live stream is because I want you to come back next week and I want you to realize that sometimes, and most likely, how you feel from a day-to-day basis, if not an hourly basis, changes. How you feel from a day-to-day basis changes. For example, there was a lot of people that commented down below and they said on my YouTube videos, they said, I always feel numb. I always feel depressed. Nothing is going to change. Now, this is what I say to every single person that comments that same similar comment. There are moments, even if they are small, where you feel better than you do now. Where you feel better than you do now. It could be when you're playing video games. It can be you when you're eating your favorite ice cream. It could be when you're watching your favorite music, watching your favorite movie, listening to your favorite music. It could be all of these things. And during that one small moment, you feel this much better. Just a bit better. Those small moments should not be looked over. They add up. All right, my fault. I know y'all are commenting a lot, so let me go ahead and read your comments and make sure you know that I am paying attention to all of your comments coming in. Kevin says, I want to say, your video from a while back, you only control your thoughts and actions. You can't control the actions and thoughts of others. Yes, you cannot control the actions of thoughts of others. So why should we be depressed because of something someone else has done? It's out of your control. Only control what you can control and focus on the things that you can control, not what other people say and do. These live streams help me a lot. It makes me feel like I'm not alone. Eric, you are not alone. You are not alone. Darcy says, bro, I want you to know I appreciate you. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate you being a part of DT Nation. I started learning about astrology and how I'm individually special, and depression lifted forever. No more dark cloud. Hey, whatever works for you, I'm glad that works for you. Thank you for sharing that with us. Peace out, people. I'm from England. It's past midnight here. Take care from USA. My USA friends, stay safe. Kevin, I appreciate all the love from England. Thank you so much for sharing and spreading the love. It's really helped me. Awesome. That video, and I want to say thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome, everybody. This is a safe place. Thank you. You're welcome, Priscilla. And Trini, welcome to the live stream. So, I hope that sharing all of this messages, sharing my message with you is helping you understand that not only do I not have things figured out, but that this is a journey. Let me just say that one more time, because I know when I'm going through my ruts and my depression and my moments where I feel like nothing is working, it is a journey. That means that there are going to be moments that you hate. Oh man, we getting into it now. Okay, listen. There are going to be moments of your life where you hate life. Where you hate waking up. You hate getting out of bed. You hate having to go to work, having to put on a face, having to go to school, paying your bills, going grocery shopping, having to wash dishes, having to take a shower. Yes, taking a shower can sometimes seem like the biggest task. Since it is a journey, you have to understand that there are going to be low moments that you hate. But if you continue to stay strong, to take every single day, one moment, 1 second at a time, and stay consistent with that, over time you'll see an improvement, even if it's the smallest improvement. So let me just give an example. For the past few weeks, I have been in a rut, okay? When I say rut, I'm talking about I was hanging out with my friends and going to work, and I felt numb, completely just numb. I stopped uploading on YouTube. I stopped uploading podcast episodes. I didn't upload anything on social media. I barely went out. I stayed in bed. And I constantly had this thing of, why am I here? What is my purpose? I don't feel like doing anything at all. It's been like that for a few weeks. Now you have to understand, I'm not one to give up easily. I'm not one to lay down and choose to not try. But I was so close to just saying, why try anymore? What's the point? We're all, we're not going to be here one day. So what's the point of me trying to figure things out again? Because this wasn't my first rut. This wasn't my first low moment, but it was a while that I didn't know my sense of purpose, that I didn't know what I wanted to do, that I didn't know why I should be waking up. It's been a while since it's been that bad. But because I understand it's a journey, I know and remember that it is only temporary. This moment right here, you listening to this on YouTube or you listening to this on the podcast, this moment right here is temporary. It is not going to last forever. If you are someone that's hurting right now, you're crying, you hate getting out of bed, you have no sense of direction, you feel lost in your life, you're feeling hopeless, you're feeling depressed, you're feeling down, then understand that 1, it takes you to change your life, and 2, you're going to get through this. If nobody is in your corner, rooting for you, supporting you, and letting you know that you're going to make it, let this guy right here let you know you're going to make it and you're going to get through this. I'm saying that to myself too. I'm saying that to myself as well. Depression sucks. This journey is not easy. But if you continue to push forward, you're becoming more and more of a warrior. And that's why I keep on making the compliment series, I'm a beast, or, I am strong, and you are loved, and all these different compliment series to let you know that we're going to get through this. Sorry for the long rant. By the way, comment down any questions that you have, because during the live streams, if you're still listening to this on the podcast, but during the live streams, this is a hangout session, and we kind of just talk about different topics, different subjects, but I wanted to make sure that I definitely came on here and at least shared my update with y'all about letting y'all know where I've been, how I've been doing, what's going on, how come I haven't been around, and hopefully this is helping you understand that you're going to get through anything you put your mind to as long as you take action and stay consistent. So let's see what you have to say. Let's see here. Emmanuel, any advice on how to start every day new and not let what happened in the past affect you? Yes, Kiana. A couple things. One, understand that the past is something that you can't change. The past is something that you cannot change, but it is something you can learn from. That's how I start every single day, or I try to start every single day new, is remembering that yesterday, I can't change what happened yesterday, but I can affect what happens right now. And this is the only moment that matters, here and now. Hopefully that helps you get out of bed understanding that, hey, you know what? I'm not happy about what happened yesterday, but I can learn from it and I can move forward from it, knowing that it's happened in the past. I've always felt like I can't start a YouTube channel about depression because I don't have it together. It feels like, how can I come on here and impart wisdom when I don't have the winning formula? One, you never know what the winning formula is. You just if you're passionate about doing YouTube, just do it. You don't have to have the things figured out. I don't have things figured out. There's so many changes. I made over 350 videos on this channel, not including live streams, and I still feel like there's so much more to learn, there's so much more to grow, and I don't have the secret formula. So just start, create a video, and just put it out there. Even if it stinks, even if you think it's crap, just put it out there. Start. It's the hardest step to take, but you have to start. Take that first step. You're the best, bro. I need to hear that someone cared about me today. You're welcome, Eric. I definitely care about you, and you are not alone, buddy. I feel like we shouldn't give up because we won't be here one day. But I felt the way you have felt many times. But remember, the reason not to give up is because we won't be here one day. Exactly, we won't be here one day, so we might as well make the most out of it while we're here. Kobe says, have you ever experienced social anxiety / confidence issues? And if so, how did you deal with it? I have it, and it inhibits my ability to make friends and get a boyfriend. One, don't focus on getting a boyfriend. Focus on yourself. If the guy comes, cool. If they don't come, guess what? Cool, because you've grown as a person. So focus on yourself, not getting a boyfriend. Also, when it comes, I don't deal with social anxiety as much, so I can't really speak upon that. But what I will say is that take things in steps. I have anxiety, and there are some situations where I get uncomfortable in. But what I've noticed is that if I kind of ease my way into it, then over time, what used to be way worse is not as bad anymore. So if you have social anxiety, maybe start off by spending 5 minutes in the cafeteria. Maybe spend 10 minutes sitting in a Starbucks. And then once you get comfortable with 5 minutes, try 10, try 15. Then all of a sudden you're like, you know what, I feel like working in Starbucks today. Get out your laptop and just sit there and work for an hour. So ease yourself into situations that you find socially awkward. Small victories, I'm telling you, they add up. By the way, are the new pills not helping anymore? Thank you, Jabil, for asking that question. The new medication, I'm not saying that's not helping, but I haven't experienced depression. Like, I haven't experienced suicidal thoughts. I haven't experienced wanting to, not be here anymore. It's more so like, now that I've experienced not dealing with my depression as much, it's like, am I even feeling anything? Like, do I feel happy? Like, no. Do I really feel excited about things? No. So my medication, I'm going to end up taking half what I take now, and hopefully that helps me figure out what's going on, and that improves my ability to feel emotions but not feel depressed. Justin says, I have only listened to you on Spotify, but this is cool. Hey, I appreciate you listening on Spotify. Thank you. Tasha says, how do you go about asking someone out? Oh snap, this became a dating channel real quick. Just do it, man. I mean, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like, I am in a relationship now. Before this relationship, I would say like 6 months before this relationship, I had no confidence in terms of asking a girl out. And I got to a point, being single for over 2 years, I got to a point where I was like, you know what? Like, I am enough. I am enough. If this young woman rejects me and I go up to them being kind and respectful and being a gentleman, and I say, hey, I think you're beautiful, I really like what you're wearing, or hey, I really wanted to come over here and talk to you because you look like an awesome person, and my name's Emmanuel, what's yours? And if they say something like, ew, get away from me, or why are you talking to me, or something like that, I'm like, wow, I dodged a bullet there. If you're this disrespectful to a person who's respectful to you, why would I want to be with you in the first place? So when it comes to asking somebody out, just go up to them and say, hey, I think you look cute. Hey, I don't know who you are, but I want to get to know you. My name's this, and just do that. So what happens? Guess what? Life goes on. Yes, you can. You help other people by being yourself. Thank you, Live Out Loud with Mo Nicole. Thank you. Dylan Hart says YOLO. Yes. Eric says, proud of you for not giving up, bro. Thank you. Chico says, what time is it where you live? Right now it is 7:22 p.m. and we've been live streaming for 22 minutes, so that only makes sense. Everybody comment down below, what time is it where you are from? We have 27 people in the live stream. Oh snap. That is crazy. How many of you are listening to it on the podcast? Let me know in the comments on the playback. If you're listening to this on a podcast and you made it to this point in the video, I want you to comment swag. I listened to this point. Okay? If you do that, then I'll just be hyped. Let's see here. Absolutely Amazing says, oh, you guys, thank you for your encouragement. I want to give back and share, but I always feel like it's fraudulent. Thank you for that. If you're being yourself, are you being a fraud? No. Be yourself. I've been single for 6 years. I'm ready to get back out there, but super scared. Yo, like, if you've been single for 6 years, 10 years, 20 years, how can you get into a relationship, right? If you want a relationship, then you gotta be able to do what gets you into a relationship. And that means asking people out. So if you want a relationship, it's scary, but sometimes the scariest things give you the greatest rewards. All right, so earlier I asked, what time is it? All right, my time, it is 7:24 now. So Erica stats is 4:22. Tasha says 6:23 p.m. Rich says 12:23 a.m. That is crazy. We got another 6:23 p.m., 6:23 p.m., 6:23, 6:23, 7:23, 8:23. We got another 12:23. And then somebody commented and says, do people still say swag? I'm not sure if people still say swag. I say swag. Again, I don't care what people think, man. I'm gonna be myself. And if you don't like me saying swag, then hey, that's okay. Hey Emmanuel, I've been in recovery for anorexia. It's been difficult and scary, but I'm doing it. I'm eating more protein and carbs and lifting weights. I literally love myself. Yes, Dante, that is amazing. Woo! Party time. Yes, that is awesome to hear. Thank you so much for sharing that wonderful update with us. I don't take that for granted. Thank you. London. Yes. Okay, so we've been at this for 24 minutes right now, and I want to make sure I make this announcement because I make it every single live stream so that way you are updated and aware of what's going on. There is a DT Nation private Facebook group. If you would like to join the DT Nation private Facebook group, go to facebook.com and type in DT Nation, and I will be able to add you right after this live stream. I'll love to add you. I love that community. We've just crossed 100 members in that community. So if that's something that you're interested in, go to facebook.com and just type in DT Nation in the search bar, and then I will add you to the private DT Nation Facebook group where you can comment your own things, you can post videos, you can post photos, you can help support other people and really feel like you are part of a niche of people, which is DT Nation. I'm proud of you all. Eric says, a cat says swag. Eric says, I'm proud of you all, guys. DT Nation, you're still here. You are not alone. Yes, I love it. Kenya says, Dante, awesome, good for you. And then Tasha says the group is awesome. Yay, I'm glad you are enjoying the group. So again, I wanted to just give a quick recap. Before I go, I don't have to go, but this is the part of the live stream where you ask me questions, and we kind of just hang out. But do you have any more questions? I want to just make sure I give y'all an update of what's going on, and yeah, let's see here. Eric says, I love this group. Kat says, I love the DT group. Yay! Justin says, I'll join the group. Yeah, that's awesome. And then Darcita says, I can't stop staring at your dreads flopping around. Yeah, my hair is getting long, so yeah. Dar says, how's your 2020 so far? Wow, that's such a great question. 2020 has been interesting. I've just in the span of 2 months, my career has changed. I've changed my medication. I figured out that I don't have bipolar depression. I had major depressive disorder and generalized anxiety disorder. I just changed my, I just changed my freelance career path to motion graphics, which if you want to follow me on Instagram, go to IJ Motion Graphics. That's what my Instagram is for my motion graphics business. IJ Motion Graphics. I recently just got a new freelance opportunity. Me and my girlfriend are doing exponentially great. It's just all this happened within a span of 2 months. It's just a lot to take in. I felt lost. I felt like I went into a really hard rut, a low situation. I paid off some bills that needed to be paid off after 6 months. 2020 has been mentally, physically, and emotionally draining, but I am learning and growing from it. And that is what matters most. So that's how my 2020 has been. Can everybody comment down below? Because I feel like I don't want this stream to, yes, I'm updating you all on what's happening and I'm showing you all, what's going on. But I want to be positive, Somebody came up to me today and we were talking about this opportunity that could be big. And I was like, he was saying things, oh my gosh, this opportunity is gonna be big. And I instantly said to him, I hope it works out, or we'll see what happens. And he was like, why do you say that? Why are you always giving a negative spin on something? Why can't you just focus on the positive and be hopeful about it working itself out? And I said, I don't know. I've just, for 26 years of my life, have thought one way. So to try and change how I think now. And he said, man, saying that doesn't make it better. It doesn't do anything for you, speaking negatively. So why do it? And I was like, that's a good point. So I'm going to work on being more positive. I want you to work on being more positive. And hopefully over time, we become more positive so that way our outlook on life can be a lot better. All right, last question. Dylan says, what is your hobby? My hobby is I play soccer, I play video games, and lately I've just been hanging out a lot with people I care about. I don't really it's weird. Like I had to find that. It's like I had to find myself again. But soccer, martial arts, and playing video games and music are definitely a few of my hobbies. So thank you for asking. I love that question. All right, we've been at it for 30 minutes strong. Honestly, guys, I am going to head out. The reason why I'm going to head out, just so you know, is because I am so happy that I just did this stream. If there's nothing you take away from this message or the stream, I want you to take this away. I am so glad that even though I don't know where I'm going, I don't know what I want to do in my life necessarily, I'm still in this rut. I did this live stream. I haven't posted on social media, until like 3 days ago, 4 days ago. Before that was a few weeks. I didn't go live for a few weeks. I didn't post a podcast episode. So the fact that I'm just here, it's like you have to learn how to celebrate your small victories. And to me, this is not a small one. This is a big one. I missed you guys. And I don't know. I don't know what it looks like the future. Like, I don't know. I'm so lost. But I gotta just continue to take things one day at a time in the hope that by not giving up, I get there. And I want you to get there. I want you to fight with me. If you're feeling depressed right now, if you're feeling suicidal, if you're feeling hopeless, lost, regret, anything like that, fight with me. It's a fight. It's a battle. And that's why I always call you warriors. It is a battle. Fight with me. Continue to take things one day and one moment at a time. All right, last few comments I'm going to read, and then I'm going to wrap this up. Let's see here. Everybody, you better comment down below what you want me to read, because I'm about to leave and head out. So comment. Here we go. I'm about to read through the comments. Rapid fire. Okay. What video games do you play? I play FIFA, I play Brawlhalla, and I play, those are the only ones I can think of right now. Tasha says, super happy for Emmanuel. Thank you. Eric says, thank you for doing this. You're welcome. Jess says, thank you for doing this, man. You are welcome. Eric says, we miss you, bro. I got you. Let's see. Jabril says, what? You're the most positive people I've ever seen. You're always looking for the bright side of things. You are valuable and cherished, brother. Stay up. First of all, Jabril, stop being so awesome. I appreciate you saying that. And you are classy, swagalicious, just the way you are. Don't forget that. And then Eric says, we're a team. Depression will not win. Kat says, you are awesome. Right back at you. Depression will not win. We got this. All right, it is time to end the live stream. And I think it's time to end the podcast episode and the live stream. As I always say, do you stay swagalicious and keep smiling. I see you, the artist. You said it. Peace. All right, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your week. Day, morning, night, whenever you're listening or watching this episode. You got this. I love you. You're swagalicious. Continue to smile. And follow me on Instagram, Depression Talks 1. And go on Facebook and type in DT Nation and follow me there as well. Peace.